I'm stronger than what I really am. I'm stronger than what I really am. See, God says, see, you won't count your own self out. See, when you look at 1 John the 4th chapter, he said, you are of God. See, when you understand that you are a child of God, come on here, huh? You got to act like your daddy, walk like your daddy, talk like your daddy, sound like your daddy, do what your daddy do. See, when you look at 1 John the 4th chapter, he said you are of God, little children. See, he calling you little children because he got to remind you who you are. Because see, some of us don't got so grown, we telling God, I don't want to stop. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go back. I don't want to do this. God telling you to stop doing this. You telling God, I don't want to. You may say, I ain't told God nothing, but you don't told him with your actions. He told you not to go back to the folk house. You go over there anyway. You telling him, I'm doing what I want to do. So you already telling him. And he said, see, I'm talking to my little children. He said, you are of God, little children, and you have overcome them. I want you to underline them. He said, because he who is in you is greater than he that is in the world. See, I begin to look. I want to tell you that scripture in the New Living Translation. He said, but you belong to God. Say, I belong to God. My dear children, he said, for you have already won a victory over those people, because the spirit who lives in you is greater than the spirit who's in them. You may say, what you talking about, Pastor? He said, see, I broke down that scripture. He said, he talking about you personally. Lay hands on yourself. He said, I'm talking to you. And when I broke down that word A-R-E, in Hebrew, it means belong to God. He said, I'm telling you, you belong to God. And I looked at that word, little children. Little children means you are Christian converts. You have converted your life over to God. He said, and I looked at the word overcome. Overcome means to conquer, to carry off victory. This is what I'm saying now. Overcome, that sounds like something I'm doing right now, ain't it? Come on. He said, you have already overcome the situation. You already overcome it. Already. When you look at it in the Greek, it's already done in the past tense. But I'm going to show you how you overcome it. So the word overcome means to carry off victory. And it says victorious over all your foes. Over all your enemies. He said you are already overcome your enemies. But I'm going to show you how. I'm going to finish breaking it down. Overcome. He said Christians, they hold fast their faith. Say their faith. Yes. Even until death, against the power of their foes and temptations and persecutions. When one is arraigned or goes to law to win the case, one must maintain their cause. You may say, what am I saying? I'm going to show it to you in a minute. But I need you to understand what this word means. See, the scripture say, you are little children, have overcome them. I told you to understand, to underline them. See, when you read the word, when you read that scripture, when you read it, you thought when he said you have overcome them, you thought he was saying you already beat your enemy, didn't you? That's what we would have thought. But when you look up that word them, the word them in the Greek is autos. A-T-O-S. No, A-U-T-O-S. Odios. Odios means, so when you read it, you thinking that you all overcome the enemy. Odios means he, she, him, her. So in other words, he's saying, you are my children. You belong to me. He's said, when you overcome the enemy, when you overcome your foes, you doing it when you overcome yourself. In other words, you got to overcome in your mind the situation that you're dealing with. You sit up here mad talking about what they doing, and God say, I already gave you the audios. I already told you already overcome it, but you first got to know you overcome it and drop the attitude. See, we get mad because of what people did, and God said, you don't understand. I'm allowing the reaction because I'm trying to show you. You already won swarm if you realize that you got the victory. But see, to us in the natural, we trying to show them, and God said, I'm trying to show you. He said, I'm trying to tell you to be transformed in your mind. You trying to fight them in the natural, and God said, all you got to do is stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. He said, because when you don't bow to what they doing, see, when they make you mad and you get mad, you bowing to what they doing. When they can fight you and you fight them back in the natural, you bowing to what they doing. He said, I'm trying to teach you how to overcome by standing still and see the salvation of the Lord, because I know who I belong to. Y'all got to get this. Don't let sleep stop you, because see, he'll get you. Because see, he's trying to get a response out of you. You got to understand that the enemy got you sleeping because he don't want you to hear it. Because you better believe time you walk out these doors, it's going to be on like popcorn. Because see, for the simple fact, the devil